It hasn't been a hot start to the week everywhere, but especially in the southeast, we have had some high temperatures and some high humidity. And so here you may be hoping for something a little bit fresher to come this week, and that will happen. There's a front coming in from the west as we go into Tuesday, and behind it, slightly fresher air. And so it is going to turn a bit more comfortable for some of us. That being said, in the far east of England, we're still going to cling on to some hot and sunny weather as we go through Tuesday, just not as hot as on Monday. Otherwise, though, that front that brings the fresher air will also bring some rain for a time, quickly clearing Northern Ireland, but quite a bit of rain for Scotland, Northern England, down towards Wales and the southwest of England. Further east of this, though, staying dry, bright and sunny through much of the day, and with that, like I said, feeling quite hot, temperatures getting into the high 20s, so a few degrees lower than the mid-30s that we had on Monday. Behind that front, some showery rain following, but a brighter picture, some sunny spells, but also something a bit fresher, so temperatures in the high teens, low 20s perhaps. And do watch out for some strong winds for western parts of Scotland. Could be some coastal gales here for a time. Now that front does gradually continue its progress southeastwards as we go through later Tuesday and overnight into Wednesday. There could be some heavy bursts of rain in it as it crosses the southern southeastern parts through the early hours of Wednesday morning, but otherwise some clearer skies following in behind for many places. But a bit of a cloudy, wet start then across the southeastern third of the UK, perhaps with some outbreaks of rain, which, like I said, could be heavy for a time. A lot of that cloud and that rain does start to ease as we go into the afternoon, so things turning a bit brighter here, but with those brighter, sunnier spells, we could also see some heavy, possibly even thundery showers developing as we go into the afternoon. Elsewhere, further north and west, a largely dry picture, one or two showers perhaps, but on the whole, a fine picture, some sunshine, and even though we do have that fresher air across us in the sunshine at this time of year, it is going to feel pleasantly warm. Temperatures getting into the low to mid-20s, relatively widely, only some places towards the northwest of the UK where there is a bit more of a breeze, a bit more cloud, where it's going to stay in the teens. Later as we go through Wednesday, there is another system that's going to push its way eastwards, and that brings some rain for a time, but it's another feature waiting out in the west that's likely to bring some wetter weather as we go through into Thursday. So Thursday itself starting off quite grey, quite cloudy for many places, especially towards the north and the west with outbreaks of rain, and that rain is going to invigorate, become heavier, more persistent as that second feature pushes its way in. It's especially across northwestern parts of the UK, across Scotland, Northern England, Wales, Northern Ireland, where we're going to have the heaviest, most persistent rain, and totals could build up. We could see some localised flooding, some travel disruptions, so do be aware of that. Meanwhile, towards the southeast of the UK, staying largely dry, a bit cloudy at times, but there should be some bright or sunny spells breaking through. And again, temperatures ranging from the high teens to mid-20s. Obviously, under the wet weather, it's going to feel pretty unpleasant. And for all of us, it is going to be a blustery or windy day, and so that will make it feel a little bit cooler than these temperatures suggest. That frontal system, though, continues its way east-southeastwards as we go through later Thursday and into Friday. So we start off in the southeast, perhaps with a bit of rain first thing on Friday, but it should clear away, and then we have a drier picture following in behind, so some decent bright weather for most of us. But as we go through the day, another system comes in from the northwest. So initially some showers across Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, but then some more persistent rain, and that could be quite heavy with some strong winds coming in as well across particularly parts of Scotland. Further south, though, after maybe a bit of a cloudy start, things should brighten up, and actually for much of England and Wales, it is looking largely fine on Friday at the moment, albeit there's some uncertainty as to how quickly this system might push through and how quickly the preceding system might clear away. So there could be a bit of cloud, a bit of rain at times. All the time, though, always when we do have some sunshine around, it is going to feel quite warm with temperatures in the mid-20s. Looking further ahead, and actually Saturday looks like it should be dry for many of us, especially towards the east, but more changeable weather is on the way as we go through the latter part of the weekend and into the following week, with various frontal systems coming through on a relatively mobile westerly pattern. All the time, like I said, in any sunshine at this time of year, it is going to feel pleasantly warm with temperatures around average for the time of year. That's it for me. I will catch you again sometime soon, but make sure you stay up to date with the forecast across our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.